Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are reviewing the Silk & Snow Organic. The Silk & Snow Organic is a Canadian-made 12-inch latex hybrid made from an organic wool and cotton cover, latex foam, and pocketed coils. All foams are GOTS certified, and the company is aimed at making sustainable choices. As the demand for more natural mattress options increases, the competition for latex hybrids is getting steeper every year. This particular model from Silk & Snow is one of the most affordable latex options we've seen at a price of $850 in the firm configuration. This is nearly half the cost of the average latex hybrid. At that price, can it really be any good? Let's jump into the review and find out now. As we pull up the performance scorecard for the Silk & Snow Organic, we see mostly good scores, but a couple of problems areas as well. Starting with the good, response time is perfect 10. No surprises there. Latex is famously ultra quick to reform back to shape. Next up, we have cooling and pressure relief, both scoring a 9.0. From there, Edgeport, Sachs, and Company all scored in the mid to high 8s. Then, the problem areas belong to motion transfer and off-gassing with scores of 6.6 and 7.5 respectively. Altogether, Silk & Snow Organic earned a performance score of 8.60, which puts it within the top 48% among all mattresses tested to date. Moving on to firmness options. There are 3 firmnesses available on the Silk & Snow Organic: plush, medium firm, and firm. We test the medium firm version, which is a 5 out of 10 on our scale, where 10 is the most firm. Based on our experience and their design, we estimate that the firm version will be a 7 out of 10 and the plush version will be a 4 out of 10. Hey guys, quick update for you here. We got these mattresses in after we did our initial test and recording on the Silk & Snow Organic medium version. This is the plush version and this is the firm version. We wanted to do some quick updates to get the actual testing data in for these. So as far as the firmness goes on the plush version, this comes in at a 4.5 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. The firm version is coming in at a 7.5, so a little bit different than our initial estimations. In addition, we did a mini set of our objective and data-driven tests on both these firmnesses as well, so you can see side by side how the 3 firmnesses compare in terms of motion transfer, sinkage, bounce, and material response time. Those charts and data and comparisons are coming up on screen now. Next, we're going to talk through what the Silk & Snow Organic does best. First, the mattress has excellent cooling. The Organic includes many design elements that create a highly breathable mattress that both resist heat buildup and dissipates heat quickly. Second, support on the edge of the mattress is quite robust. Silk & Snow included reinforced coils on the edge to limit the risk of slipping off while sitting or lying near the edge. Third, the price is extremely affordable, especially for a latex hybrid. Compared to all other latex hybrids tested so far, the Silk & Snow price of $850 for a queen is 45% less expensive than the average. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Silk & Snow Organic. First, the mattress does little to mitigate the motion transferred from one side to another. It's not the worst we've seen, but it's high enough to warn those who share a bed and are sensitive to movements during the night. Second, Silk & Snow has extremely deep sinkage that will not be to everyone's preference, but if you like being more enveloped by your mattress, this could also be a big plus. Finally, the mattress took over a week to off-gas, which can be a strong sour note to its first impression. Fortunately, after 9 days, it should be gone for good. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Silk & Snow Organic is excellent. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is equipped with an 8.5-inch support layer. This is 0.62 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.88 inches based on all our tests to date. The mattress uses a zone coil unit, which creates more support in the middle of the mattress. In terms of support materials, the mattress has what we look for. Even so, what concerns me about the Silk & Snow Organic is the polarizing level of sinkage. During our test, we measured a sinkage depth of 3.61 inches. This is an extremely deep level of sinkage. For many side sleepers, this sinkage will create a nice level of body contouring and help bring the hips in line with the spine. However, for many back and stomach sleepers, this is simply going to be too much sinkage. When there is an excessive sinkage for stomach and back sleepers, it can create an improper alignment for the spine, which can create pressure relief issues, which can then create support issues. To be fair, we only tested the medium version of the mattress. If you are a stomach or back sleeper, then opting for the firm version of the mattress would almost certainly create a more appropriate level of support. The plush version will almost certainly be too soft for heavier weighted back and stomach sleepers. Meanwhile, the firm option is not recommended for lighter weighted side sleepers. Based on all my tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident most side sleepers will find support on the Silk & Snow Organic medium and soft is excellent. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. During cooling, we allow the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get out the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Silk & Snow Organic has excellent cooling. During our test, I did not feel any significant level of heat retention around my body. The mattress breathed well and was comfortably cool during our test. The Silk & Snow Organic is a latex hybrid with a quilted cover made from wool. Wool and latex are naturally cooler materials that don't retain heat to the same degree that polyfoam and memory foam do. In addition, the pocketed coil base provides ample airflow. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 89.5 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 0.2 degrees less than the average of 89.7 degrees based on all of our tests to date. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is excellent. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel like you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Silk & Snow Organic has extremely deep sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 3.61 inches. This is 1.45 inches more sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates a ton of sinkage. However, the body contouring hug is more restrained and generalized. Instead of creating a dramatic, sharp, and exacting hug around the body, the mattress creates a more generalized circular depression or bowl around the sleeper's body. This feeling is neither good nor bad, but it is a more specific feel. For those who really like the way that memory foam contours to the precise shape of the body, you will likely find that the feel of latex isn't a good fit. However, for those who dislike the significant body contour of memory foam, then the feel of the Silk & Snow Organic should work well. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is 40 as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Silk & Snow Organic has a high level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 12.58 meters per second squared. This is 48% more motion transfer than the average of 8.74 meters per second squared. Unfortunately, the Silk & Snow Organic has many material and design choices that increase motion. First and foremost, the mattress allows for an extremely deep level of sinkage. This means the body sinks further into the mattress and closer to the coil layer. Being closer to the coil layer means more energy is able to significantly rebound through the mattress, thereby creating more motion. In addition, half of the comfort material is a 1.75-inch layer of latex. Latex is incredibly springy and responsive, which is great for ease of movement and amorous activities, but not so good for motion transfer. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.29 seconds. There is a notable secondary spike from 0.50 to 0.65 seconds, and it's not until 1.15 seconds that we return to near zero levels of energy. Neither the motion duration nor motion intensity are ideal. Both are considerably worse than average, and the total motion transfer picture on the mattress leaves much to be desired. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Silk & Snow Organic has an extremely fast material response. In our most recovered test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.2 seconds, which is 0.22 seconds faster than the average of 0.42 seconds. In our fully recovered responsive test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.3 seconds, which is 0.67 seconds faster than the average of 0.97 seconds. These responsiveness speeds are effectively instant, and they are on par with other latex and latex hybrid mattresses we've tested. Latex as a material type is incredibly responsive, springing back to shape quickly. The same is true for metal coils and springs. The high responsiveness ensures the mattress is easy to move around on, and you shouldn't feel stuck in the mattress. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before mounting up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves the movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Silk & Snow Organic has a moderate level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 9.48 inches. This is 0.15 inches more bounce than the average of 9.33 inches based on all of our tests to date. While this is a sufficient level of bounce, I was surprised it wasn't higher. Typically, latex hybrid mattresses have more bounce, as both latex and metal coils are highly responsive and springy. However, the Silk & Snow Organic also has an extremely deep level of sinkage. In my view, that deeper sinkage is restraining much of the bounce. All that to say, this isn't an unreasonable level of bounce. It's enough bounce to facilitate ease of movement and amorous activities. For most sleepers, I don't expect bounce at this level is going to be an issue. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Silk & Snow Organic has good sitting edge support and excellent lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 4.00 inches. This is 0.06 inches less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.06 inches based on all of our tests to date. While sitting along the edge, there was no collapse in materials and the edge remained supportive. Lying edge support was even better. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt the support was excellent in all sleeping positions. The mattress uses 2 rows of firmer coils that run along the perimeter of the mattress. Coils with extra support along the edge of the mattress are typical among hybrid mattresses. However, these coils in particular are notably firmer and create an unusually high amount of pushback. When you contrast this with the extremely deep sinkage level, you end up with a mattress edge that really wants to push you away from the edge. This is because the firmer edge support coils create substantially more support at the edge and therefore less sinkage. This causes the edge to feel a bit like a physical barrier. It's hard to lie on or near because it's creating such an extreme level of pushback. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edge are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Silk & Snow Organic has good sex performance. On the positive side, noise is minimal, and both pressure relief and cooling are excellent. Edge support is good, albeit not amazing. Certainly, there is room for improvement, but for most couples, it should be good enough to not be a major hindrance to amorous activities. Bounce is a similar story. At 9.48 inches of total bounce, it's slightly more than the average. Even so, when it comes to bounce, more is always better, and the mattress would have greatly benefited from even more bounce. All that to say, the total sex performance on the Silk & Snow Organic is still good. I was a bit surprised it wasn't better, as most latex hybrids excel when it comes to amorous activities. Even so, most couples should find it perfectly reasonable. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Silk & Snow Organic has an excellent level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant level of pressure points anywhere on my body. The mattress is comfortable and quite unique in terms of sinkage depth. At 3.61 inches of sinkage depth, the Silk & Snow Organic is among the deepest sinkage we've ever tested. That extra sinkage provides great pressure relief. However, the sinkage is certainly best suited to the needs of side sleepers and less so for stomach and back sleepers. Do note that we test the medium firm version. The plush version is likely to have around the same sinkage depth, while the firm version should have less. The mattress is equipped with 3.5 inches of comfort material, which is 0.66 inches less comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.75. A PSI of 2.0 is considered a high pressure point, and the Silk & Snow came nowhere near that level. When I considered the objective pressure maps, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experience on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be excellent. To evaluate off-gassing, we assessed the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitored the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor and/or an odor dissipates more quickly are better. The Silk & Snow Organic had a strong smell upon the initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 9 days. This is 2.6 days longer than the average smell duration of 6.4 days. While the mattress did have a strong smell, the type of smell isn't as offensive as your typical memory foam or polyfoam mattress is going to be. Instead, it's more the strong odor of rubber from latex and from the wool. Natural materials, just like synthetic materials, can have a strong odor, and some sleepers may find that it's annoying. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. Silk & Snow is a Canadian-based business that ships to both the US and Canada. Their company policies are good, a trial of 360 nights, as well as free shipping and free returns anytime within that window. It also comes with a 15-year warranty. I would recommend the Silk & Snow Organic for sleepers who are looking for a latex hybrid under $1,000. The price tag on the mattress is extremely attractive, and there are only a handful of brands that offer natural and organic models this inexpensively. Of course, a big selling point is the natural and organic materials used in the construction. Beyond the GOTS certified latex, the covering is made up of organic cotton and wool, though the coil is metal springs. However, this may not be the best choice for reducing motion transfer, but if you're a solo sleeper, you won't have to worry about this. More reasons to consider this mattress is for its fantastic cooling and pressure relief performances. These are two areas we find sleepers care about the most, and it's not common to find this level of performance for under $1,000. All in all, this isn't the absolute best performing latex mattress we've tested, but for $850, the value is extremely hard to beat. If you need a latex hybrid or natural mattress on a budget, this is a fantastic choice. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Silk & Snow Organic, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.